Hey everyone, it's Will, GamerDad, with another video for you. So unfortunately iOS dropped late last night, so I wasn't able to do this video until today, so I do apologize for the delay. Anyways, in today's episode of Should You Summon, we can talk about two new banners that have just dropped with update 2.4.2. So the first one, of course, is the Fateful, which is for AS Shannon, as well as the regular free-to-play or paid stones banner for also AS Shannon. Now bear in mind, this is a dedicated banner, so she's not sharing the banner with anybody, so you can actually hit the OG form, as well as the AS form, or the 4.5 if you, depending on luck. So of course, with all Fatefuls, 10% flat chance on the last one, and you get a minimum one guaranteed 5-star for your hard-worked 1,000 paid stones. Okay, and you can see the odds of the other 5 stars are pretty much negligible. Okay, so in terms of the regular one, you can also do the same, and I'll go to the odds shortly. So for those who missed my update a couple of nights ago, AS Shannon is actually a very powerful wind single target DPS. She also actually has an AoE as well. The most attractive draw for her is, of course, she retains most of her 4-star moves, so she still has the medium wind AoE that can cause sleep. But the main thing is her AS moves are legitimately quite damaging. She can stack one where it applies different types of resistance debuffs, so slash, pierce, and blunt. And she also applies int resistance, int down. And then her spamming move is the one that does a 2x XL single target DPS, and for each additional unique debuff up to 4 additional, it allows extra hits to a total of 6 hits if you get 4 debuffs plus the 2 that are guaranteed from the main move. So if you're wondering how I feel about this particular character, I actually think she's great. She's actually very powerful. If you look at her rating on Ultima, then she is also ranked number 4 currently for wind DPS. Now here's the rate for the non-paid banner, so standard 0.8, 0.8, and 0.4 for the 4.5. So I guess in terms of whether or not you should summon for this character, you have to ask yourself the same things. You know that new and more powerful characters are coming post 2.5. That is the Thalilis, the Lunatics. There's some weapon zones such as Blunt and Magic Zone coming up, and of course Pierce Zone with AS4. So being that she's a dedicated wind DPS, if you don't have 3 mainline frontline wind damagers, you may consider adding to your team by using this particular banner. Now for Dolphins, I would say that being that she is powerful enough, unless there is a no need at all for wind, I would recommend pulling on the Fateful. I mean, at 1,000 paid stones, you still have a 10% chance of hitting her. And let's be honest, any 5-star, as long as it's not a dupe, is great. So if you've still missing some units in the game, you hopefully get a non-dupe. Otherwise, 1 in 10 chance of getting the AS Fern. And of course, for whales, you can do the normal amount of whaling and get the character you want. For us as free-to-plays, again, you really have to analyze your team and see, do you require this one or do you not? And I will say, like for people in my position, if you have an OG form already, do not pull in this banner either as a free-to-play or a minnow/dolphin. You should try to farm the treaty sheets, and like I mentioned in a previous video, 3 to 6 months should be enough time to get 3 treaty seeds or more, and then you can buy the last 2 with Siberia's gems and add that to your team. Like I said, keep in mind that in the future, there will be a Hina/Felmina banner, which you can add wind DPS to as well. And Aifa is going to be a wind character as well. A couple other things I wanted to bring up here. Keep in mind that we all get 2 guaranteed 5 stars that are free for wind in the case of Azami 5-star as well as Morgana 5-star. And I realized they have kind of been power crept and not as powerful as they used to be. But, as a stopgap until you want to pull some of the more powerful characters in future banners, you can actually use that, especially if you do have a win zone such as AS Claude or AS Vena, and not pull in this banner as well. Like I said, as a free play, you really have to budget your stones, bearing in mind that in general, you only get about 1,000 stones per month from your 30 a day, plus whatever stones you can grind through side episodes, usually 2 per month. So maybe another, 500 to 1,000 stones. And so by the time we catch up to Japan, and you've seen, for those who have been checking out Reddit or even some of the Another Eden Wiki, you know what's coming up in terms of some powerful characters. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.